Hello, everyone, and welcome to Friend English Podcast. I'm so happy you are here with us today.
And I'm Danny. It's always a pleasure to spend some time with you wherever you are in the world.
Maybe you are relaxing at home, traveling on a bus, taking a walk, or having a short break at work.
Wherever you are, thank you for choosing to practice English with us. We hope this conversation helps you feel more confident every time you listen.
Today, we have a very practical topic. We are going to talk about your daily routine.
This is one of the most useful topics in everyday English because people often ask about it in conversations.
Yes, when you meet someone new, they may ask, "What do you usually do during the day?" Or, "What is your typical day like?"
These questions are simple, but they give you many chances to practice useful vocabulary and natural speaking.
As always, we will use clear English for A1 to B1 learners.
Our sentences are natural but not too difficult, so you can enjoy listening without feeling stressed.
Remember, you do not have to understand every single word.
Just relax, listen to the conversation, and let your English improve little by little.
Before we begin, here is a small question for you.
Think about this while you listen. What is your favorite part of your daily routine?
Maybe it is your morning coffee.
Maybe it is having dinner with your family.
Maybe it is reading before bed.
Or maybe your favorite moment is simply coming home after a busy day.
There is no right or wrong answer. Everyone has a different routine and a different lifestyle.
That is what makes conversations interesting. We can learn about other people through their daily habits.
Danny, do you think routines are important?
Yes, I do. I think a routine helps people organize their day and spend their time better.
I agree. Of course, not every day is exactly the same.
That is true. Sometimes unexpected things happen, and we have to change our plans.
But even then, most people have some habits that they repeat almost every day.
For example, most people wake up, get dressed, eat something, work or study, and then relax in the evening.
Those simple activities become part of daily life.
And because they happen so often, they are perfect topics for English conversations.
Let's make this discussion more personal. Danny, what time do you usually wake up?
Most weekdays, I wake up at about 6:30 in the morning.
That sounds quite early.
It does, but I like having a quiet morning before the day becomes busy.
Do you jump out of bed immediately?
Oh, definitely not. I usually stay in bed for another 5 minutes and tell myself, okay, now it's really time to get up.
I think many listeners understand that feeling.
I hope so, because it makes me feel a little less lazy.
What is the first thing you do after getting up?
First, I open the curtains and let some fresh light into the room.
That sounds like a nice way to start the day.
Then I drink a glass of water before I do anything else.
That is a healthy habit.
I try my best. After that, I wash my face, brush my teeth, and get dressed.
Do you prepare breakfast every morning?
Usually, yes. I like simple breakfasts because they save time.
What do you normally eat?
It depends, but I often have eggs, toast, fruit, or yogurt.
That sounds balanced.
I also make a cup of coffee because my morning feels incomplete without it.
Coffee is very popular around the world.
Yes, although I know some people prefer tea.
I am one of those people.
Really? No coffee at all?
I drink coffee sometimes, but most mornings I enjoy a warm cup of tea.
That sounds peaceful.
It really is. While I drink my tea, I like to sit quietly for a few minutes before checking my phone.
That is probably a good habit.
I think so. If I look at my phone immediately, I sometimes feel busy before my day has even started.
I know exactly what you mean.
After breakfast, I usually write a short list of things I want to do.
Like a to-do list?
Yes, but I keep it simple. If the list is too long, I start feeling stressed.
That makes sense. A short list feels possible.
Exactly. When I finish one task, I feel happy because I can see my progress.
I like checking things off a list too. It gives me a small feeling of success.
During the day, our routines can be very different depending on our jobs or studies.
Some people work in an office, some work from home, and others study at school or university.
Some people even work at night instead of during the day.
That is true, so there's no perfect routine for everyone.
The important thing is finding a routine that fits your own life.
And when you can describe your routine in English, you're ready for many real conversations with people from around the world.
We often think our daily routine is too ordinary to talk about, but simple activities are actually the heart of everyday conversations.
That is very true. When people become friends, they usually start by talking about normal life instead of big or unusual events.
You might ask someone, "What time do you start work?" Or, "How do you usually spend your evenings?"
These questions are easy to answer, and they help both people feel more comfortable.
Danny, are your weekdays and weekends very different?
Yes, they are. My weekdays follow a regular schedule, but my weekends are much more flexible.
I think many people feel the same way.
On weekdays, I usually have a plan before I leave the house. On weekends, I sometimes decide what to do after I wake up.
That sounds relaxing.
It is. I enjoy having at least one day when I do not look at the clock all the time.
So, what do you normally do on a Saturday morning?
I usually wake up a little later than usual, make breakfast, and spend some time reading or listening to music.
Do you ever clean your house on weekends?
Yes, I do. Cleaning is not exciting, but I enjoy living in a tidy space.
I understand. When my room is clean, I also feel calmer.
It is interesting how our environment can change our mood.
After cleaning, do you stay at home?
Not always. If the weather is nice, I like going for a walk in a park or around my neighborhood.
Walking is such a simple activity, but it can make you feel much better.
Yes, especially after sitting at a desk for many hours during the week.
I also enjoy walking because it gives me time to think.
Do you usually walk alone?
Sometimes I do, but I also enjoy walking with a friend because we can talk without feeling rushed.
Conversations always feel different when you are walking together.
They really do. People often feel more relaxed.
Speaking of relaxing, what do you usually do after work?
First, I like to change into comfortable clothes.
I think that is the moment when the workday truly ends.
Exactly. It tells my brain that it is time to rest.
Then what happens?
If I have enough energy, I cook dinner.
Do you enjoy cooking?
Yes, but only simple meals. I'm not the kind of person who spends 3 hours in the kitchen.
I completely understand. Sometimes simple food is the best food.
I agree. A healthy meal does not have to be complicated.
Do you watch television after dinner?
Sometimes, but not every evening.
What do you prefer?
I often read a few pages of a book or listen to a podcast while drinking tea.
That sounds like a peaceful evening routine.
It helps me slow down before bedtime. Many English learners ask how they can practice every day without feeling overwhelmed. One answer is to connect English to your normal routine.
Exactly. You do not always need a long study session.
For example, you can listen to English while making breakfast.
Or while washing the dishes after dinner.
You can also learn a few new words while waiting for the bus.
Small moments become valuable when you use them well.
Many people believe they need 1 free hour every day to improve.
But that is not always realistic.
Sometimes 10 minutes in the morning and 10 minutes in the evening are enough.
The important thing is doing it regularly.
Consistency is often more powerful than studying for many hours only once a week.
Let me ask you another question, Ellie.
Go ahead.
Are you a morning person or an evening person?
I would say I'm somewhere in the middle.
Really? I expected you to say morning.
I enjoy quiet mornings, but I also like peaceful evenings.
So your favorite time depends on the day.
Exactly. If I sleep well, I enjoy mornings. If I have a busy day, I really appreciate a calm evening.
That makes perfect sense.
What about you?
I am definitely more productive in the morning.
Is that when you do your most important work?
Yes, my mind feels fresh and I can focus more easily.
What happens in the afternoon?
My energy becomes lower, so I prefer doing smaller tasks.
That is a smart way to organize your day.
I think it is helpful to understand your own habits instead of copying someone else's routine.
I completely agree. Some people feel guilty because they compare themselves with others.
They watch videos about perfect daily routines and think they should do exactly the same things.
But every person has different responsibilities, different jobs, and different energy levels.
A routine should support your life, not make you feel bad about yourself.
That is an important message.
Even small habits can make a big difference over time.
For example, making your bed every morning may only take a minute.
Drinking enough water is another small habit.
Preparing your clothes the night before can also save time in the morning.
And spending a few minutes reading English every day can slowly build your confidence.
Many learners ask, "What should I say when someone asks about my routine?"
The answer can be very simple.
You can say, "I usually wake up at 7, have breakfast, go to work, come home in the evening, cook dinner, and read before bed."
That answer is natural, useful, and easy to understand.
Then the other person may ask more questions.
And that is how a real conversation grows, one simple question at a time.
The more you practice talking about your everyday life, the more comfortable speaking English becomes.
Everyday routines may seem ordinary, but they give you some of the most useful vocabulary and expressions you will ever learn.
We have talked about mornings, work, study, evenings, and weekends, but there is one more important idea. A routine does not have to be perfect to be useful.
That is something many people forget. They think one busy day means they have failed.
But life changes all the time. Some days are organized and other days are full of surprises.
If your routine changes because you are busy or tired, that is completely normal.
The important thing is to return to your healthy habits when you can.
Small habits are easier to continue than very difficult ones.
Let's imagine a simple example.
Good idea.
Imagine someone wants to practice English every day.
On Monday, they listen to a podcast for 15 minutes.
On Tuesday, they read one short article.
On Wednesday, they only have 5 minutes free, so they review a few vocabulary words.
Some people might think 5 minutes is not enough.
But 5 minutes is much better than doing nothing.
Exactly. Progress is often slow, but it is still progress.
That idea is useful for many parts of life, not only language learning.
Let's also talk about evening routines before we finish.
Many people have busy evenings after work or school.
They prepare dinner, spend time with family, finish chores, or simply relax.
It is important to give yourself time to rest.
Rest helps your body and your mind.
Some people think resting is wasting time.
I do not agree with that at all.
Neither do I. When you rest well, you often work better the next day.
Danny, what do you usually do during the last hour before bed?
I try not to spend too much time looking at my phone.
Is that easy?
Honestly, not always.
I think many of us have the same problem.
I usually read a few pages of a book or listen to quiet music instead.
That sounds relaxing.
It helps me feel ready to sleep.
My evening routine is similar. I like turning off bright lights, making a cup of herbal tea, and thinking about the good parts of my day.
That is a nice habit because it helps you finish the day with a positive feeling.
Even if the day was not perfect, there is usually at least one good moment to remember.
Sometimes it is something very small, like a friendly conversation or a beautiful sunset.
Those small moments are often the most meaningful.
Before we finish, let's review some useful words from today's episode.
The first word is routine. A routine is something you usually do in the same way every day or every week.
For example, my morning routine starts with a glass of water.
Another useful word is habit.
A habit is something you do regularly without thinking too much about it.
We also used the word schedule.
A schedule is your plan for the day or the week.
Another important word is relax.
To relax means to rest and become calm after work or other activities.
We also talked about chores.
Chores are small jobs you do at home, like washing dishes, cleaning, or doing the laundry.
Another useful expression is free time.
Free time is the time when you are not working or studying.
Finally, we used the word balance.
Balance means giving enough time to different parts of your life, such as work, family, learning, exercise, and rest.
Here is a simple speaking challenge for you.
Try talking about your own daily routine in English for 1 minute.
You can start with, I usually wake up at, and continue from there.
Do not worry if you make mistakes.
Speaking becomes easier every time you practice.
You can also answer simple questions like, what do you usually eat for breakfast? Or, what do you like to do after work?
The more you answer these everyday questions, the more natural your English will become.
Remember, fluency grows through regular practice, just like any other skill.
Before we say goodbye, think again about the question from the beginning of this episode.
What is your favorite part of your daily routine?
Maybe it is a quiet morning.
Maybe it is having lunch with your coworkers.
Maybe it is exercising after work.
Or maybe it is the peaceful moment before you go to sleep.
If you would like to practice your English, write a few sentences about your daily routine in the comments.
You can introduce yourself by writing, I'm your name from your country, and this is my daily routine.
It's a wonderful way to practice writing and to meet learners from different countries.
We always enjoy reading your comments and learning about your everyday lives.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us today.
We hope this conversation helped you learn useful English that you can use in real life.
Keep practicing a little every day, stay curious, and enjoy the learning journey.
Take care, keep speaking English with confidence, and we'll see you next time on Friend English Podcast.